Hello, hello everyone. Gonna wait for some people to join. And then I will get into paid questions first. If you are in the chat, say hi so I can see if you can hear me. Hi, Inez. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes here for people to join. Perfect. Want to see how Wednesday goes. Because when I did the poll, people said Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I usually come on here on Tuesday and Saturday, but I was like, let's see what Wednesday does. Those that are joining us, say hi in the chat. And here in another minute, I'm going to get into paid questions first, and then we'll go into questions in the chat or just discussion in general. Hi, Magic Realms. I do have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions total, but 2 of them are from the same person. So 5 different orders, but 6 questions altogether. Well, actually 6 orders because one person ordered twice. Because they are technically 2 questions. Go ahead and get the first one up. All right, so I'm going to go into the first question, and this question is from Taylor. And Taylor says, I've been affirming that guys, stop saying SP, okay, that my person is deeply attracted to me, but I can't shake the feeling that if I looked a certain way, like his past partners or his type, he would want me more. I know manifestation isn't about changing myself for someone else, but how do I shift my self-concept so that I fully believe that I am his ultimate desire without feeling the need to alter my appearance? I think a lot of people struggle with this. Hi, Carissa. So, Taylor, you're right on the money. You need to shift your self-concept. Focus on self-concept. Because if you knew what you are the I am, you are all that is, you are God, you are the universe, you are reality itself. It doesn't matter what you look like and what their quote unquote type is. Have you ever seen somebody that always dated a certain type and then out of nowhere went completely opposite? Why do you think that is? It's because people change their minds and their taste all the time. I'm sure that when you were a child, you liked a certain food or a certain color, and now your taste is totally different, right? As an adult. So think of it like that. Just because they dated a certain type in the past does not mean that that's their type now. Right? You're assuming that. You're assuming because they have a certain type that you don't fit that mold. What if they're going away from that type because they're not with those people for a reason? Right? They are exes for a reason. So what if they're changing their type altogether to find someone that aligns with them more? Think of it that way. And what if you fit that mold? So change your mindset to, again, you are all that there is. You are reality itself. They only exist in your reality because you are aware of them. That's it. That is literally it. Focus on self-concept. And Taylor, I don't know if you identify as being feminine or masculine. If you identify with being feminine, watch my Aphrodite affirmations track. It's on my channel. If you identify with being masculine, watch the Adonis affirmations. Those can really help out your self-concept. And if you identify with being a woman and you said him, so you're into men, you can watch the Cleopatra affirmations as well. So let's go ahead and go into the next one. So this is the person that paid twice. So they have two different questions and they're anonymous. So what they said is, my girlfriend and I were doing great, but then I hit a financial rough patch and suddenly her energy changed. She went from being supportive to distant, and almost like my struggles made me less attractive to her. I don't want money to determine the success of my relationship, but it feels like it does. How do I shift into a reality where my girlfriend stays fully committed to me regardless of my financial situation? And how can I manifest financial security at the same time? Great questions. So, anonymous, number one, it sounds like you might be a guy, because in societal conditioning and societal thoughts is that as a man, you have to be a provider, right? And if you're not making a certain amount of money or you're not providing for your girlfriend, that she's not going to be with you. You need to shift that mindset. Okay? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You'll see women all the time that are with men that don't make that much money, and they love them to death. So put that mindset in, is that it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter that you're providing for her or not, that she's going to love you regardless. That's the shift you need to make. Now, I do like that you're calling her your girlfriend instead of saying SP. So I wanted to give you kudos on that. I don't know if you guys are in no contact or what the situation is, but it doesn't matter. You already made that shift that you're calling her your girlfriend and not SP. So I wanted to talk about that. But yes, shift your mindset that you literally are her dream person, no matter what money you're making, no matter what job you have, no matter what's going on in your financial situation. Okay, shift your mindset that you are her ideal person, whether you're a guy or a girl, okay? And the next one, you said, how can I manifest financial security at the same time? You can have your cake and eat it too. I am not the coach that says that you can only have one manifestation at a time, because that's just not true. Manifestation is literally shifting realities. So it is going from one version of yourself to the other version of yourself. So all you need to do is embody the person that has no financial issues, that is financially abundant, and has the relationship that you want with your girlfriend. That's it. How would that person act and move? If you had your ideal relationship with your girlfriend and you had your ideal financial situation, whatever that is, how would you act and move day to day? Would you be concerned about money being a factor in your relationship? No. Would you be concerned that she doesn't want you because of some financial issue or material things? No. You would be living as if you are that person now. So act as that now, because all realities exist. As soon as you shift to that identity, that being, you will shift to that reality where your financial situation changes and her attitude towards you changes. That's number one. Now, if you want to, quote unquote, fix a financial situation, you didn't give me much details on that. I don't know if something just hit you all of a sudden, like a debt, or if maybe you lost your job or whatever the case is. But one thing that you can do to really get past your mind as far as financial is, you could say, every day my bank account increases more and more. Every day I'm more financially abundant. Every day I'm getting more and more opportunity, whatever the case is. Okay, if you have this huge debt, imagine that debt is already paid. How would you act if that debt was already paid? right? That's how you kind of need to move and act. Be the person that already has the financial situation you prefer and the relationship with your girlfriend that you prefer. Okay, so the next one is from H. I've been trying to manifest financial abundance, but every time I start making progress, something unexpected drains my money. It's so funny. We were just talking about this. Car repairs, medical bills, family emergencies. It feels like the universe gives and then immediately takes away. Am I manifesting these setbacks? How do I break this cycle and step into lasting financial stability? So you manifest everything in your reality by being the identity that has the reality you're currently experiencing. Okay? But I want you to be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself for any thoughts that you had, any assumptions that you had, any beliefs that you had that brought this reality into your awareness. Okay? Thank it for the experience, because this now showed you what you wish to experience. Okay? You can't experience light without darkness. You can't experience hot without cold. Right? How would you be able to appreciate your abundance if you if you were in this situation now, right? So what it sounds like is you're doing, I don't know if you're doing affirmations, you're doing scripting, what is that you're doing? But it sounds like what's happening is you're purging. And this sometimes happens, right? Because the old identity, the old self is trying to hold back on. The self that can't get financially ahead, right? The self that has bills come up and problems come up and all these things that set them back no matter how much money they make. If you keep identifying as that person, that's going to be your reality, right? So if you keep identifying that I can never get ahead, then you're never going to get ahead. So you have to shift your mindset that no matter how much money you make, you are taking care of, you're financially abundant. Every day my wealth increases, and you have to stick to that no matter what shows up in your reality. Okay, so you said car repairs. I've had this happen. So I want to give a situation to kind of help you out. Is a few years ago, I needed a certain amount of money to pay a certain debt that came up, right? A certain debt that I needed to pay off. And I needed a couple of $1,000s. And so I was, envisioning having that money in my account. And then what happened? I got a flat tire because the nail went into the sidewall. Anybody that knows anything about cars, you can't just repair that. You have to replace the entire tire. When I go to the tire shop, they told me that, and they told me that I would need to replace all of my tires because they're all going bad, right? So most people would think about that like, oh no, I'm getting opposite results, right? But I didn't care because I knew I was going to get the money for the other debt. I knew I already had it. So I put the tire repair on a credit card knowing that it's already paid. Oh, it's no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and replace them because I needed replaced. You see the difference in mindset? If you are already financially abundant and all your needs are taken care of, that is how you would act when something comes up. A bill comes up, oh, no problem, pay it, right? If you don't have the money to pay it, in your mind, envision that you do and envision that you've already paid it, okay? That's the biggest thing, is shifting to the identity that you're always financially taken care of. That's it. Very simple. Okay. So the next one, I've been working, and so this is from Anonymous, sorry. I've been working on manifesting better health, but I've been diagnosed with a chronic illness that doctors say is permanent. I know that anything is possible, but I keep getting stuck between believing in my healing and being faced with medical proof that it can't happen. How do I shift into the reality where my body fully heals when everything around me is saying otherwise? I love this question. I get a lot of clients with coaching for this. And if you go watch my video on cancer-free in 6 weeks, I was literally told similar things to you. So I was diagnosed with cancer, and I literally told the doctor I don't have time for this, that it's only going to take one treatment, and he told me to be more realistic. I forgot what stage I was at because, see, I changed it so much that I don't even remember because it's been almost 20 years. Okay. All I did was say that, no, it's going to take one treatment. When are we scheduling that? And in my mind, I knew it was only going to take one treatment no matter what, because I didn't have time for it, right? And no matter what evidence was showed in my face, that was my conviction, that was my knowing, that was my truth. So therefore, it only took one treatment. So in your situation, definitely still go to the doctor, still get your treatment, but take what they say with a grain of salt. People heal themselves overnight all the time with their knowing, right? With their conviction. Deny your senses. Deny what's being shown in your current circumstances, because this is a current circumstance that you previously chose, and it's your old self that chose this. And that's okay. Maybe you needed to have this experience so that way once you have the full health, once that you shift to that person, you can fully appreciate it, right? Every day I appreciate that I'm cancer-free. Every day I give thanks for that. Every day I wake up, I give thanks that I am cancer-free. I give thanks that I don't have migraines anymore. I was in chronic pain for years with migraines. Years, okay? And I decided I am no longer going to have these migraines, even when I was in pain, okay? And over time, they became less and less. They lasted less and less, etc. To where now I don't even remember the last time that I had one. So health situations, I am not one to tell you to not go to a doctor, okay? I do not agree with that. I do not agree with coaches that tell you not to go to a doctor. That is absolutely asinine, and I will never say that. Go to your treatments, but know that you are healed. You could even say what I did, is that this is the only treatment I'm going to need, right? Or you can just say that every day I am healthier and healthier. Whatever it is that is going to get you into the identity of being the person that has the perfect health that you want. Okay? Go watch my Two Wolves video, because it sounds like the old self, or the quote-unquote evil wolf, is just getting angry and showing you this in your 3D. That's it. That's it. Deny it. When you deny it, you're no longer feeding that wolf. When you deny it and say, no, I'm choosing this now, that's when you're feeding the good wolf. That's when you're feeding the new self. Okay. So the next one, I'm loving these ones that aren't just SP related. Okay. For LM, I've been manifesting my ideal body, losing weight, gaining muscle, and looking my best. But no matter what I do, my progress is slow or temporary. I see people manifest drastic or effortlessly in their changes, but for me, it feels like my body is resisting. How do I shift my self-concept so that my physical transformation happens naturally and easily without constantly worrying about diet, exercise, and setbacks? Okay. So you might want to go watch my video on reversing, like, I think it's reversing aging or something like that. I also talk about my weight loss in that, as well as my 2024 intentions came true. I was obese in 2023. I looked older than I actually am in 2023. And what I did is I made a decision that I was no longer going to be that person. Okay? That no matter what was showing me in the mirror, I was no longer that person in the mirror. Does that make sense? So when I was obese, I was 195 pounds and I'm only 5'1". I would see myself in the mirror, and at first I would just deny who's in the mirror. I'm like, that's not me anymore, right? And I fully embrace that every day I'm losing more and more body fat, every day I'm losing more and more weight. And automatically, without even realizing it, I started intermittent fasting because my appetite became less and less. Automatically, I was choosing better foods, and some of the foods that I was eating before were actually making me sick, and I couldn't eat much of them. This was something my body was automatically doing because I was aligning with the person that had the body that I wanted. So within 3 months, I lost 30 pounds. Can you lose it faster? Sure. But I want you to be prepared that sometimes it's slow. And then after that, I took a break for the holidays, right? I had fun with family and stuff like that. And I enjoyed, and I only gained 3 pounds during that. Even though I was not watching what I was eating, even though I was not exercising, I embraced that I can enjoy myself and my body is going to stay the same. That was my knowing, okay? And then after the holidays, I went right back to envisioning the body that I wanted. That's when I printed up photos of the body that I wished to have. I printed up photos of myself when I was in my 20s. And I also printed up photos of a fitness model that has a similar body type and the ideal body that I wanted. And I put those all over my wall. And I said, oh my God, look at me on the beach. Look at me out with my friends, right? Oh, I remember that time. That time was fun. You see what I mean? And then when I would look at myself in the mirror, I would compliment something about myself no matter what. Like, oh my God, your hair is so nice today. Or, oh my God, look at you, right? Gas yourself up. Deny what you're seeing in the mirror and envision how you want to look. Okay? Now, around this time, I was working out. I was lifting weights. But I was still focused on weight loss. So I was saying every day I lose more and more body fat. I got to around 128 pounds or so by, I think it was 3 to 4 months after that. And then I shifted to wanting to build muscle again because I had lost a lot of my muscle mass. And so I did that over the holidays. And now my muscle is back. And I don't do anything crazy. The most I lift is about 40, 60 pounds at most. That's my max, guys. That's when I'm like squatting and deadlifting and stuff like that. And it's all at home. I have dumbbells. I have one of those, like, what is that called? The long bar with the weights at the end that I interchange. I have one of those, and I have a bench. And I have resistance bands. I work out only from home. And I work out anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week. Okay? Imagine that you have the body that you want. And now since I've shifted to building muscle, I'm starting to see that change. Barbell, there we go. I'm starting to see that change. And literally, I don't even work out much. You don't need to work out. You don't need to diet. Like, I don't even watch what I eat now. And I'm still around 130 to 135 pounds. Okay. Did I gain a little bit of weight since September? Yes, because I gained muscle. I mean, that's obvious, right? But my point is all you need to do is envision yourself as the ideal that you want and do not waver. Kind of like with my aging, okay, with my face. I know that I look like I'm in my 20s. I have never had Botox. I've never had fillers. And everywhere I go, people think I'm in my 20s. Because that is my knowing. You just need to know that you are what you want to be. And that's it. That is literally it. You have to deny everything, right, in your reality. Watch my 3 S's video, Stop, Select, Self. So you're going to stop, pause, realize that everything in your reality is just a past selection. It's just a reflection of your old self. And then you're going to select a new selection that you want to experience. And then you become the self that already has it. Stop, select, self. That easy. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get into the comments here. So I'm going to scroll up. Thank you, Inez. Okay, so Dennis, how do you know you've impressed a desire upon the subconscious? I don't really, so if you identify with conscious and subconscious and all of this stuff, cool. Cool, that's you. Me personally, I don't, because then it separates. Then it can separate you from it, but you are it. You are the conscious, you're the subconscious, you're reality, you're the universe, you're the I am, you're God, you're everything. You don't need to impress anything. You don't need to reprogram anything. You can just know things and they will appear in your reality because you are reality itself. So for me personally, I would suggest not even talking about subconscious. You'll notice every now and then I might slip up and say it, but most of the time I just say your mind, because you are your mind. You are everything. You are your mind. You are your vessel. You are these other people. You're me. You're everything. You are all that is. You don't need to impress anything. You know what you want. You know what you desire, so have it now. Experience it now. All you have is the now moment. That's all you need to do. So how do I know I've impressed my subconscious? As I just know it. I just know it to be true, like I know my name. What's your first name? Dennis, right? If I started calling you Mike, you'd be like, no, you're mistaken. My name is Dennis. Know your desire like you know your first name. Do you affirm for air to breathe? Do you say, please, give me air to breathe, give me air to breathe? No, you know that you have air to breathe. Know your desire like you know you have air to breathe. Do you affirm that the sun is going to rise in the morning? No, you know the sun will rise every morning because you know it. Know your desire like you know that. That's it. That is it. That is how you impress your subconscious. DFP, do you typically affirm when you think about it, and when an opposite thought comes up, deny and choose again, and then just go back and live from the end? Yeah, you live from the end with anything. 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 You answered your own question. Okay. Inez, I've been thinking about what my life's purpose is. Do you think a life purpose is predetermined, or do we create/decide on our own life's purpose? Inez, how long have you been with me? Inez, how long have you been with me? If you are all that there is, if you are God, if you are the I am, if you are the universe, if you are reality, how could you have a predetermined destiny or fate? I'm going to ask you that. Okay, Ash, you never had a moment you acted without thinking. Subconscious defines what you are. Consciousness defines who you are. When you become the person that has your reality, it's all down to identity. Then yeah, you will just act. Kind of like when I talked about my weight loss, right? I was automatically not having the same appetite. I was automatically fasting without realizing it. Right? Because I became the person that had the body that I wanted. So therefore, it had to show up. Okay. All right, MD Reviews. Is there truly a bridge of incidents? If so, this is a long bridge of incidents for my manifestations. There is a bridge of incidents incidents. Evidence. There is a bridge of incidents if you say there is. You determine everything in your reality. I've met people that have shifted things overnight. I've met people that have shifted things within weeks. I've met people that it took years. No time exists. Time does not exist. Time does not exist. Time does not exist. All times are now. Everything is now. Read The Power of I Am by Eckhart Tolle. Everything is now. There is no past. There is no future. If you're focused on bridge of incidents, I always struggle with that word. If you're focused on the bridge of incidents, you are so focused on the future. You're essentially driving your car looking 3 miles ahead of you and wondering why you're hitting trees. Live in the now. Don't focus on how or when your manifestation unfolds. Just know that it's unfolding. It's unfolding perfectly for you, right? If you want to consider the unfolding as that, cool. Everything is what you say it is. Literally everything is what you say it is. Inez, I've been watching you for like a month. I am all there is, and if I am God, then my life's purpose can't be predetermined. I can create / decide my own life purpose. Exactly. You know what my life purpose is? Is helping others. And I knew that from the beginning. See, it's an inner knowing, right? Gosh, this is driving me nuts. I didn't mold this mask as well as the gold one. I ordered it from the same place, but you see how this is like going into my skin? Hold on. I want to see if I can like do it while it's on me, because that's driving me nuts. All right, that's a little bit better. But see what I mean? Like it's, okay. I'll need to mess with it later, but yeah, you decide your life purpose. I've known like for probably over 20 years that I meant to help people. How? I didn't know. I didn't know. And I've done a lot of things to help people. Not just with this. Not just with this. And not just when I did like tarot and stuff like that. Because even when I was doing tarot, if you guys know, I would segue into manifestation coaching. I was sneaky. But not just with this. In my career as well. When I was in my career before. In my other businesses, I help people. That's what I knew I was for. My purpose with this is to guide you, to remind you of who you are. That's it. Remind everybody of what and who they are. And if anybody is watching me, I've got a few orders in that you guys need to pay attention to the emails that you receive after you purchase, because I give you instructions on what to do for me to fulfill your orders. I'm just saying. I'm no longer going to like flag you guys down. So if you order from me, you will receive an email that tells you what I need to fulfill your order. Okay? And quickly, for those that are new to me, when I do the questions in the beginning that are paid, it's on my Stan store. So if you go to the first one, it's for the Q&A. When you go on there, you can be anonymous. You can tell me what you want me to call you, and you can ask any question you want, and I answer it here on the live. So the next time I go live, I answer it. So that's for, yeah, you want to be anonymous, you want me to call you something else, and what your username is, whatever. And it's for those that can't make my lives, so they can watch it in the replay. Now, I will say I have had to deny 2 questions, this recent one, because they were questions that I refused to answer, so I just refunded them. And I am not going to repeat what they are. I do have the right to refuse business. Just letting you know. Personally, I feel like if you're trying to manifest something out of malice, if you're trying to hurt somebody, I'm not going to answer you. How would you focus on manifesting extreme weather while also being debt-free? Not sure what to focus on. You can do both. Who says you can't do both? Who told you that? I didn't tell you that. Oh, manifesting extreme wealth. Okay, I was like, hey, I've done weather before, so I was like, all right. Nothing is impossible. Literally nothing. So I was like, all right. It's okay. I was like, hey, extreme weather, you want a hurricane? Is that what you want? You want a tornado? You want an earthquake? Cool. Hey, you do you. I've manifested the opposite. Like, I've avoided natural disasters, but hey, you do you. But yeah, no, you can do both. Why can't you do both? If you were extremely wealthy, would you have debt? If you were extremely wealthy, if you were a millionaire or a billionaire, would you have debt? There's your answer. There is your answer. Michelle, they do though. What do you mean they do though? Good debt. What is good debt? I don't know what good debt is, because to me, if I was like a multi-billionaire, I wouldn't have debt, right? Because I would just buy everything in cash. So what is good debt? Like, when you're at that status, even your credit doesn't matter, right? Why would credit matter? Good debt is usually, even a millionaire, like, what the fuck do you need debt for? I don't know. And I do have clients that are millionaires that are trying to be billionaires. So, like I said, you can literally pretty much put any situation by me and I can coach you. Including impossible situations. Like, oh, it's impossible to cure an incurable disease. I did it. It's impossible to cure chronic pain. I did it. It's impossible to change the weather. I did it twice. It's impossible to change your body. I've done it. It's impossible to change how you look. I've done it. It's impossible to see someone that was presumed deceased. I've done that. It's impossible for someone to change their born sex. I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about sex. I've witnessed it. Literally nothing is impossible. Not one thing. Yeah, just focus on being wealthy. Like, why would you even be concerned about debt if you were wealthy? Exactly. I am possible. I like that. It's kind of like, I could totally change this, right? But I don't want to. I was diagnosed, gosh, what was it? See, I have to think. 6 years ago with ASD1 and ADHD. So I'm autistic with ADHD, right? And most people would say, oh, you're disabled. I'm not disabled. My mind thinks differently. And because of that, I can see things from all angles. And this is what helps me to coach. Because I can see things in different ways than other people can. So why would I change it? Sure, I'm disorganized. Like, I have traits, right? But I don't care to change them. I'm not the most organized person. But it works. When I'm coaching, I'll be on one topic, go off in Pluto, and then come back, and it works for people. So why would I change it, right? When you're saying I am possible, you are taking a quote-unquote impossible thing and making it possible, right? People told me it would be impossible for me to do certain things. And I said, watch. right? Watch. I was in special ed classes in second grade for reading because how my brain processes reading written words is my brain works super fast, so I'm skipping lines and not realizing it. So sometimes I have to read a page more than once to really get it in because I'm audio, I'm not visual. That's why I like audiobooks. So I'll listen to the audiobook and I'll have the physical book in front of me at the same time for me to fully absorb it. But of course, we couldn't do that in school, right? Because they teach everybody the same way, which is asinine, but anyway. And so I was in special ed classes in second grade. And here's the thing. In high school, I was in the top 5 of my class with barely going to school because of my living situations and not doing my homework and not doing my classwork. It was just from test scores. And they tested my IQ and it was over 140. So, none of that shit matters. All right. DFP. I have ADHD, never thought I was disabled. It makes me be able to focus on a bunch of things at the same time. Exactly. I tell people my mind is like a computer with like 20 different tabs open and 2 of them are playing music. I constantly have music in my head and I don't know which tabs they are and it's fine. I just let them play. Everything is possible with God. You are God, JH. So of course. All right. AMM2 Media. What are your thoughts on the dark night of the soul when manifesting? Go watch my video about ego deaths and dark night of the soul. I have a video on it. I have a whole video on it. Going in detail. A dark night of the soul is the old person dying, your old story. It's the same as the ego death. It's the evil wolf showing back up. I am ecocentric. What should I do? What's wrong with being ecocentric? I don't see the problem. What's the problem? Explain it to me like I'm 5, please. I'm ecocentric. What should I do? You're on the wrong channel to ask that type of question. Because I know that I'm the shit. I know that I'm all that there is. And you should too. You should too. You are the center of your reality. You are reality itself. Everything in your awareness is just you. So why wouldn't you be egocentric? Why wouldn't you? Look, guys, want to know who my spirit animal is and what I'm wearing? I'm wearing a Valentine's theme fucking Deadpool shirt. I dress as Lady Deadpool. I cosplay. Okay? Who is more egocentric than fucking Deadpool? And here's the thing, when I'm dressed in cosplay, people think I'm in character and I'm not. Like, my friends will be like, oh no, that's just her. That's just her. Because I'm completely insane, so it's fine. I like my insanity. See, you have to like who you are. That's it. Like who you are. And if you don't like who you are, become the person that you like. Become them. Oh, another thing, guys, I want to talk about in here, if you guys are not familiar, I do have 2 new services on my Stand store. The first one is the Build-A-Boo workshop. That one is for people that want to manifest in their ideal partner, a new SP, or transform one they already have. So if you already have a person in your life, you want to transform them and make them even better into your ideal partner, that is for you. It is a workshop. It is a like 34-minute video with a workbook, okay? If you resonate with that, get that one. I also have a full course. That one's more intense, okay? That's about alchemizing your relationship with your person, all right? That one is more expensive for a reason, because it is intensive. All right, it's $444. However, if you use the code Valentine50, you will get 50% off of it until the 14th. Valentine50. Okay? Get you 50% off until the 14th. That one is intensive. That's for the situations that you think are impossible, that you think you can't transform around. Maybe you've been trying to manifest for a while. Maybe you're trying to fix it for a while. That's for you. Okay? That's for people that are just in cycles and loops. That's for you. It's 14 modules total, and it has video on each module. The videos are, I think the shortest one is like 11 minutes. The longest is over 20 minutes each day, with the worksheets for each lesson. And I'm going to be adding bonuses to it as well. So this is in pre-launch. That's why it's 50% off. Okay, so use Valentine 50 because I'm still building it. But each day, so it's 14 days, right? Each module is released each day. It's not saying that you're going to have a complete turnaround after 14 days, okay? This is just teaching you the steps to go step by step every day, right? So that way you can shift your reality. Could you do it in 14 days? Absolutely. You could probably do it even before that if you really wanted to. If you really shifted, you could. But I want to be realistic with you guys and tell you that if it takes you time, it is okay. Everybody's situation is different. Okay? Some people have less limiting beliefs than other people. So I do go intense in breaking down limiting beliefs. Sarah, I'm glad you do. If you want, you can email me and let me know how things are going so far. I plan on changing the intro, so like right before you go into the course. I think you know what I'm talking about. I think I'm going to change that video to also add in that the technique and method doesn't manifest. I forgot to say that in that, because as you're going through it, after I think it's the 7th day, I start going into techniques, and each day I'm going through different techniques. Techniques don't manifest. Methods don't manifest. So I'm not trying to overwhelm you with methods or techniques. I'm trying to find the one that works best for you. You could literally just know things and it'll happen. But I'm going through different techniques, even ones that I personally don't use, so that way people can find what works best for them. Because all it does is the technique or method puts you into the state of being the person that has your desire. That's it. That's it. Okay, Steph. Hi there. My question is, what are the signs that confirm internally that my reality has shifted, and how soon can I expect to see it in my 3D world? Thank you. First, stop focusing on the how and when. How you will know you shifted is you know that you have it. Do you know that you have it? No, because you're asking me when it'll show up. You're focused on the how and when. So think of your manifestation, which your manifestation is just shifting to a reality where you already have it. Okay? Because all realities exist, including the one that you don't prefer. All right? Imagine your manifestation as you put an order in online. Let's say you ordered a customized pair of shoes. I don't know. Okay? And you put the order in online, you clicked purchase, and now you're looking at your window like, why isn't it here yet? You just clicked purchase. And you're like, why isn't it here yet? And then let's say it comes a day early or a day later. Would you care? No. Would you care if the delivery guy puts it on the left side of your mat or the right side of your mat? No, you wouldn't care, right? So why are you focused on the how and when? You should be living in your end. You should know that you have your manifestation like you know your first name is Steph. If I started calling you Jennifer, you'd be like, no, my name is Steph. Right? That's what you need to do with your manifestation. No matter what's showing up in your 3D world, no, I have this now. Stop, select, self. I went over this earlier, but I have a video on it as well. You're going to stop, pause, realize that your current version of reality was just a past selection. Thank it for the experience. Thank you, next. Right? You're going to select a new desire, a new version of reality that you wish to experience, and then you become the self that already has it. So stop, select, self. Okay? That's it. It's that easy. Stop focusing on the 3D. Everything in here is what exists. And by the way, I ignore questions that aren't relevant to anything. JJC, I have so many success stories to share as of yesterday. That's awesome. Incredible shifts this week. Remember how I was whining about not getting attention from girls after using the Adonis method? Yeah, I remember. This beautiful girl who I believe is a model started responding really cute things to my replies on her IG stories. My mom secured a perfect home that fell within her budget and looked exactly how she wanted. And today, my superintendent announced my crew would all be receiving raises, $2 for me. Awesome. Did you use the Adonis affirmations, like my affirmation tracks? What did you use exactly when you talked about the Adonis? Jim, I have Tourette syndrome, ADHS, OCD, autism. I realize that this is my superpower, not my disability. Exactly. Awesome. JJC, can you comment on that video, your success so far with it? I'd love that. Because that just shows. And again, guys, if affirmations are great for you, continue to use them. If not, don't. There's times where I listen to my own affirmations. I'll listen to my Aphrodite ones, and there's times where I don't. If affirmations is what gets you there, cool. If they don't, then drop them. You can literally just know things. You ever had a time where you just knew something was going to happen and then it did? Most people chalk that up to, oh, it was intuition. Sure, your intuition manifests because that shifts you into the awareness of having whatever it is. Whether it's your desire or not, whether you like it or not. The universe or your I am or God just says yes. If you say, I have debt, the universe says yes. Right? If you say I'm financially abundant, they're like, yes, you're financially abundant. You see my point? It's yes, no matter what. JJC, not going to call her my SP because if I decide I want her, we will be together. But she was definitely someone who would have seemed unattainable from a previous concept. What have I said about the word SP? Go watch my recent video on that, on the mindset shift. If you want to be with this person, what would you call her? My person, my partner, my lover, my girlfriend, right? What would you call her? My most successful SP story, the client came to me and said, I want to fix my relationship with my boyfriend. He did not say, I want to manifest my SP back. He did not say, I want my ex back. He did not say, I want to eliminate a 3P and get my ex back. He said, I want to fix the relationship with my boyfriend. That was crucial. I didn't even know about the third party until we got on a live session. And he told me. Because he saw it as an obstacle. Okay? Mindset shift. If you want her to be a lover, great. She's your lover. If you want her to be your girlfriend, she's your girlfriend. Right? That simple. You decide. You decide. One time I was on a vacation, and just for the heck of it, I said that I was going to meet somebody amazing and I was going to have fun with them on vacation. So nothing serious, right? Guess what? That happened. Because I said it. We went on like 2 dates, had a good time, and then that was it. Because I didn't want anything serious from someone long distance like that. You decide. I decided the weather was going to be amazing on my vacation, and it was. You decide. No one else in your reality decides your reality but you. That's why I don't say that I will manifest for you, because that's full of shit. Do not listen to a coach that tells you they will manifest for you. Do not tell them that. Do not go to them, okay? No one can manifest for you. They are not manifesting for you. It's your belief that they are doing it, okay? This is why healers don't actually heal you. It's your faith in them healing you. Like if you go to a Reiki practitioner, it's not the Reiki healing you, it's you. I proved this to myself years ago. I used to go to Reiki healers. That's why I'm saying this. Okay? And I proved it to myself that it's not the Reiki healer, it's me. Because I went into a meditation and just imagined that a Reiki healer was healing me, and I had the same results. The same results. Because I used to go to one for my migraines. This was before I really embodied that it was me and not them. Like the bleeding woman who felt she needed to touch Jesus's garment to be healed. Exactly. And Jesus said, I didn't heal you, your faith did. It's the belief. It's the assumption. It's the knowing. We say all these words so that way you guys can understand. Because I've had people tell me it's confusing when coaches say this word and that word and this word and that word. We're trying to get through to multiple people. Everybody identifies different words with different things. Right? Everybody identifies different words with different things. They have different meanings for different words. So that's why we have to say it multiple ways. Kind of like being, identity, and state are all the same thing. Being in the state of having your reality is the same thing as being in the identity that has your reality. Being in the knowing that has your reality. It's all the same thing. It's all the same. Just like it doesn't matter whether you say God, universe, reality, source, spirit, higher self. You could declare that you're a holy cow and moo, and every time that you moo, you get exactly what you want, and it will be true because you believe in it. Okay? This is why it doesn't matter whether you're casting a spell or saying a prayer. It is not the spell or the prayer that got the result that you want. It is your belief in it. I've said this before. I'm going to out myself. Is I have these manifestation oils that I bought years ago. And as you see, they're barely used. I use them every now and then because I smell of them, but I don't use them to manifest. But I could easily just say every time I put this oil on my skin, right? Every time I rub this on my skin that I make, I don't know, $5,000. Now I'm going to make $5,000 because I believe in it. Right? It doesn't matter what you do. Okay, Michelle. What's a good example of being in the state or identity of having a SP as your partner? Stop referring to them as SP. I'm no longer going to accept you guys calling them SP. What is this person to you? Are they your partner? Are they your partner? Why are you referring to them as SP? Michelle, if you wanted to be back in contact with a friend, right? If you hadn't talked to a friend in a long time and you wanted to hear from them, what would you tell me? I want to manifest communication with a friend that I haven't heard from in a long time. You would say, my friend. If you wanted to fix the relationship with your family member, let's say it's your mom. I would like a better relationship with my mom. So why are you calling your boyfriend SP? You can just say, I want a better relationship with my boyfriend. You see that shift? That is a massive shift just right there. You could say my partner, my boyfriend, my lover, my fiance, my husband. I don't care. I don't care what you call them. Just stop saying SP. Don't say X either. Do not say that. Because that's automatically saying that we're not together. Automatically. It's in your language. When you guys put comments on YouTube videos, my SP this, my SP that, guess what you're doing? You are being the person that does not have this person. Literally, my best success story, like I said, when he came to me, he said, I want to fix the relationship with my boyfriend. He did not say, I want my SP back. He did not say, I want my ex back. He did not say, I want to manifest my SP. He did not even say, I want to eliminate a 3P. He told me, I want to fix the relationship with my boyfriend. I didn't even know about the 3P until we were live on a call. And he said, my boyfriend left and he went with this person. I said, okay. I said, do you want to have it where this person is part of your unfolding or not? And he said, I don't want him here at all. I said, okay, perfect. Then we're rewriting it. And that's what he did. Now that 3P doesn't exist in his reality and it's never been a part of his relationship. It's the SP success stories that I think it has close to 3,000 views now. Go watch that. I play his voice note. And he's got updates. But I'm waiting because he wants to wait a little bit more for the full unfolding. But it is juicy. It is juicy couture. Okay? It is juicy. And I'm excited. I'm excited to share it. So as soon as he shares that with me, I will be playing that one as well. If he sends me another voice note or if he sends me an email, either way, I'll share it with you guys. I have other success stories too, but I'm trying to not post them as much because people try to compare themselves. They're like, this person did this and this person did that. Why can't I? Don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is the theft of joy. I'll repeat that. Comparison is the theft of joy. Okay? Mel, interestingly enough, I felt a recent shift because while I am manifesting my partner back, my new friend is showing the qualities I desire in my partner. Plus, this friend has overcome a situation that I would like my person to resolve as well. See, it's just proof. Your reality is you. Your friend is you. Your person is you. Everyone is you. JJC, I'm really tired of people doing that. It's so self-defeating to compare your own success or lack to anyone else. Exactly. Exactly. Comparison is the theft of joy. Think about if you focused on yourself instead of worrying about what other people are doing, what you could achieve. I post the success stories to show you what's possible, not for you to compare. It's just to show you that, hey, this happened to this person, so it's possible for you. That's it. That's it. It's to empower you. Take it as empowerment. But I'm definitely going to be posting more videos soon. Not just with success stories, but just a bunch of different stuff. I post what I like, but also I try to cater to what's been showing up in sessions, because I feel like it's a collective thing and like multiple people have this situation. So that's what I try to do. I always try to look at success stories as like indicators that I'm seeing similar things to what I'm manifesting, because my awareness is getting closer to where I want to be. Exactly. Everything in your awareness is you. Confession time. Okay. I wanted to start back up my channel in January last year. I drug my heels in doing so. Why? Because I didn't have my full unfolding of a few things, and I didn't feel like I could do that yet. And then as one of those things was unfolding, I started wavering, I started spiraling, and that's when I was watching content here on YouTube myself. I was watching a bunch of different coaches, and most of them say they're law of assumption, but it's more law of attraction. And I wasn't resonating with it. I even went to some of these coaches and they told me that things that I've manifested myself were impossible. So I was like, no, this isn't good. And then because of my awareness, Eric popped up. Eric from The Power of I Am, right? And he popped up, I think it was like a month after he started his channel. It was very soon after he started it. Like a video popped up, and because of the image he had on the thumbnail, I was like, oh God, it's one of these. I literally thought he was an Andrew Tate wannabe. Why? Because of my awareness. Because at that time, I was dealing with somebody that was a huge Andrew Tate fan, and we were butting heads. Because I am not for either side. I'm not for women that bash on men, and I'm not for men that bash on women, right? I'm not into any of that stuff. So when I saw him, I was like, oh God, he's another one of these coaches. And so I scrolled past it, right? And then he popped up again, and then I hit the little thing and said not interested. I literally did. But he kept popping up. And see, that's not how YouTube works. So that, what was that? My awareness, my knowing. So something inside of me said, he's not this way. So then I went to his channel and I started watching his videos, and I was like, I was totally wrong. My inner knowing knew that I was wrong, right? And so I instantly resonated with him. I booked with him. We had a few sessions. I did his texting membership when he first did it, when he first released that. And yeah, it's And he told me, he said, why are you coming to me when you've manifested all these crazy, impossible things? Like, what is wrong with you? You know all this stuff. Literally, is what he said to me. That's fine. He was just reminding me of what I am, and that's what I do here with you guys. Jim, I had a stripper in a strip club perform Reiki on me, and I got rid of bursitis in my shoulder. We were both drinking, but it worked. Okay. It's not the Reiki, it's you. It was your belief in it that healed your shoulder. It was you. It's nothing else. I'm going to get off of here, guys, probably in the next 10 to 20 minutes. So if you're lingering in my chat and you want me to answer a question, put it in the chat for me to answer. But otherwise, I'm going to get off of here. Dennis, okay, stop, select, self. Can you elaborate a bit on the self part? I've been talking about that this entire time, Dennis. Have you not been listening? Are you over there drinking? Are you over there playing a phone game or something? Have you not been listening? Everything is self. Everything is yourself. Everything is self-concept. Go watch my recent video on self-concept as foundation. Everything goes back to self. You have to be the identity, the person, the self that has your reality. Simple. No matter what your desire is. If your desire is to be a millionaire, how does a millionaire act? How do they carry themselves? How do they go day by day? That's how you would be now. If you were in the relationship that you want with your person, how would you be acting? You wouldn't be attached to their hip 24/7, would you? No. You still have to work. You still have to shower. You still have to brush your teeth. You still have to do all the things. Chop wood, carry water. Go watch that video. Okay? You would still be you. Act as the person that has your desire now. Because you only have the now moment. You do not live in the future or the past because those don't exist. Your past is just perceived. You could easily change it. I would not know if you were, let's say, ever an astronaut. If you told me I used to be an astronaut, I'd be like, cool, how was that? See what I mean? Nothing exists except for what you say. No one in your reality can dictate your past but you. It's just your thoughts playing over and over. Just like your future isn't here yet. Your anxiety about your future is in here. Being in the future or being in the past is like driving a car, and if you're focused on the past, you're looking at the rear view mirror the entire time and wondering why you're hitting trees. If you're focused on the future, you're looking 3 miles ahead of you and you're wondering why you're hitting trees. You only have what's directly in front of you. The now, the present. That's it. Be the person that has what you want now. Sarah H. I've had a coach say that if it takes you longer than a month to manifest your desire, then you must be doing something wrong. I think it's not one size fits all, and it can be discouraging. Stop listening to content like that. They're probably the ones that say, oh, put your name in salt water and you get your person in 24 hours, I swear. Don't listen to that. Come on. Come on. Whose channel are you on? Whose channel are you on? So is that to say, it's kind of like Neville talks about the birth cycle of a mouse versus a horse. That's to say that just because the mouse can have a baby within, days? And the horse takes months like a human? Or is it a year? Something like that? That the horse is doing something wrong because they couldn't birth your child in a few days. How does that make any sense? JJC, I'm getting your Build-A-Boo thing this weekend. Awesome. Are you doing it to manifest a new person or to transform someone in mind? Kind of curious. It can be used for either one. Yeah, that is totally ridiculous. I don't know why these coaches do that. And it's kind of like they say like, oh, this technique works, and if it doesn't work for you, there's something wrong with you. What? What? No. No. Kind of like, I can't visualize. Do I have clients that visualize? Yes. And I help them with their visualizing scenes. But I personally do not visualize. It's not my thing. The technique and method does not manifest. You do. Sarah H., I watched so many coaches before I found you, and you're the only one that makes it click. I'm happy. And see, that's the thing, is I was in the same shoes. And thing is like, even after I read Neville, and even after I learned, and even Joseph Murphy, after I learned the law of assumption and everything else, I was in that same trap of watching these creators that say all this nonsense and thinking there was something wrong with me. I literally had a coach, same as you, tell me I was doing something wrong and told me, again, that things that I've manifested, like curing my cancer, were impossible. I'm like, you're teaching law of assumption and think that that's impossible? No, I'm good. Never going to you again. Right? Never going to you again. All right, both. I took a long break from dating and I want to start fresh, but I have an older SP I want to commit to me. No more SP. I'm no longer reading that from you, JJC. Who is this person to you? No more. Who is this person to you? Is this person your lover? Are they your girlfriend? Are they your fiance? Are they your wife? Who is this person? Your partner? Honestly, same. Law of attraction stuff made me feel crazy and depressed for so long. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's like you have to be high vibrational or you're not going to get your thing. Dude, I was literally crying myself to sleep almost every night in certain situations and still got my outcome. Michelle, how to have more communication from my boyfriend. Haven't heard from him in weeks. Who said you haven't had communication from your person in weeks? Who told you that? Who told you you have not communicated with your boyfriend in weeks? What are you talking about? You guys talk every day. That's it. JJC, you, Tom, and Eric, Zach, and Sherbert really helped. I don't know who Sherbert is. I'm familiar with Tom, Eric, and Zach. I've personally had coaching with Eric and Zach. That was when I was spiraling, going through my shit. And see, I'm human too. We, even as coaches, sometimes falter, sometimes waver, sometimes spiral. It's part of the human experience. Desired frequency to me is literally just the I am state. Exactly. Yeah, I went to Zach and to Eric. I just prefer Eric because our personalities are similar. I've had people in coaching with me that have gone to Eric and said that basically I'm the female version of Eric. It's like, okay. I'll take it as a compliment, but he's the male version of me because this is my reality. And so he's just a male version of me. Yeah, I resonated more with Eric, but Zach is a great person too. It just depends on you. It depends on what you resonate most with. People have asked me all the time, how do I choose the best coach? Which one do you align with? Which one do you feel is going to help you to get into the state of being what you want? That's it. That's it. I really want to become a coach. Then you are. Then you are. Then you are. I also do business coaching. So that's part of another business that I run is I do business coaching. So, yeah. And I've even done business coaching within this. I've had people come to me wanting to 10x their business, wanting to have certain metrics within their business. And I'm like, this is my jam. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how they come to me. I will direct them the same way. But because of my background, if someone comes to me for business stuff, I'm able to direct them even easier. Why does it do that? It's like YouTube is like, okay, that's enough. It just like disconnected and reconnected me. So if you guys can hear me, say hi in the chat so I know the chat is still going. Hi, Michelle. Okay, perfect. So it's still going. All right. I don't know why it does that. Like around like this time, it starts doing that. I need to get that out of my awareness. That's what's going on. JJC, I honestly affirm I am almost all hours of the day and feel like I am floating. Okay. Stephanie, hi. It's good to be here. Good to have you here, Stephanie. Guys, if you are just joining me, if you have a question, go ahead and ask it in the chat. I am getting off of here in 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because I'm hungry. I'm still sore from a workout 2 days ago. So my hamstrings and glutes are killing me. Like, for anybody that works out and lifts, you know what I'm talking about. And it's been a while, and then I started up again. And so, like, even sitting down and getting back up, it hurts. So I need to go get some protein in for sure for recovery. I don't know. So today there was less people in the chat. So maybe Tuesdays are better because Tuesdays seem to be better for you guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tuesdays or Wednesdays? And I know I go on Saturday. That seems to be a good day. Sarah, sometimes I resonate with affirming, but if I do it too often, it feels more draining. It makes me focus too much on the 3D. I do enjoy your I am guided meditation. Perfect. Yeah. If it starts to feel draining and you're feeling resistance to it, just drop it and go do something else. Live your life. Live your life. Chop wood, carry water. That's it. Live as if you already have what you want now. Affirmations are just getting you into that state. That's it. I mean, me personally, I wake up every morning and I say my I am affirmations. But if that's creating resistance for you, don't do that. Again, you have to do what is right for you. Do not listen to these other coaches that say, oh, this is the best technique, and if it doesn't work for you, there's something wrong with you. That's the best technique for them. for them. And sure, there's other people that it'll be a great technique for, but the technique does not manifest. It's your belief, it's your assumption, it's your faith, it is you. But anyway, I am going to get off of here in about 5 minutes, unless one of you has a question. But yeah, I think I need to I need to record that intro on the course, redo it, because I don't want people focused on the too many techniques. I go over a lot of techniques in the course, but I want to make sure that they're not focusing on it too much. It's just to get you into the state of being. That's it. I put a lot into it so that way it will resonate for everyone. And after I get done with this course, I'm trying to decide if I want to do just a self-concept course, a money manifestation or financial manifestation workshop, or a ChatGPT mini course. I think of techniques the same as physical exercise. Some people enjoy running and some people enjoy cycling, different strokes. Exactly. I don't enjoy any of those things. You say running and cycling, I'm like, none of that for me. I'm good. My cardio is dance. I do step and dance. That's it. Sometimes I'll go for a walk. That's my cardio. And you don't even need cardio. Sometimes I go weeks and months with just lifting weights. I'll do stretches and lifting weights. I'll do yoga and lifting weights, and that's it. People can lose weight without working out. People can lose weight by fasting. People can lose weight by changing their diet. People can lose weight by doing steps. People can lose weight by lifting weights, right? It's all the same. I enjoy lifting weights. That's why I do it. I enjoy exercise. Not exercise, but dancing. That's why I do it. Winnie, I have a question. Then why aren't you asking it? Then why aren't you asking it? And the thing with mental diet, guys, since we're on that subject, is it's the same as exercise or eating, right? If your mental diet is, this is never going to work out for me, this, that, and the other, and replaying your old story over and over in your head, that's what you're going to continue to get. Just like if you did nothing but eat donuts all day, you're just going to get fat on your body, right? But if you change your mental diet to everything always works out in my favor, or I always get what I want, these are my current circumstances, and affirm your new reality and know it to be true, like you know your first name, like you know you have air to breathe, like you know that the sun will be up in the morning, then guess what'll start happening? It's essentially like you dropped eating the donuts and now you're eating chicken and rice. Winnie, do you think kids shouldn't on YouTube? I don't know what you're asking. But that doesn't sound like it has anything to do with what I'm discussing here or manifestation. And my lives are set to not for kids. So if you are a child, I'm not for you. Michelle, I realized I replayed my old story the most when I realized it's because I didn't trust myself because of my old mistakes I made being a perfectionist. You never made a mistake. Everything is unfolding perfectly. Everything happened perfectly. Perfectly. Even quote unquote bad circumstances, you can shift them around. Let's say hypothetically you are trying to manifest your person and they are with someone else. They're with someone else because they needed to realize how amazing you are. They needed to see how much of a shit show it is out there and how much this other person is a dud to know that you are a gem. Simple. Dennis, don't drink, but a lot of this goes over my head. Okay. Sarah, I enjoy doing hot yoga, but I've had to take a break because I had a cyst removed last week. I was obese a few years ago, and it took me a long time to finally lose the weight, but now it feels so easy. I know the same will happen with manifesting my person. Exactly. You need to think that manifesting your person is easier than losing weight. It's easier than getting money. It is easier than any other manifestation, and then it will be true. You have to know that with every fiber of your being. Every fiber of your being. And that's the same with me. Like, did I gain weight over the holidays? Yeah, because I didn't care. And now the weight is coming off easily. I lost 5 pounds in a week because I decided, okay, I'm losing the weight again. Right? And I don't even have much to lose. Like, I have another 10 pounds to lose to be to my ideal. And then, but keeping the muscle this time. So it'll be losing more body fat than before, but maintaining the muscle. So that's my focus now. Manifesting SPs are easy. You have to claim that they are, right? Manifesting love is easy. Manifesting relationships is easy. Manifesting the ideal version of your person is easy. Of course they show up for you this way. You are reality itself. Of course they're doing this. You are awareness itself. They only exist because you're aware of them. Why wouldn't they want to be with the person that makes them exist? Literally, that's how you need to think. You are all that there is. I don't care if this person is a supermodel and you're quote unquote a 2. It does not matter. I don't care if this person is built like a Greek god and you're morbidly obese. It does not matter. I've seen plenty of couples like that. Michelle, why would there be resistance to thinking the way in your opinion? Just like the old story came up because I wasn't trusting myself, for example. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking me. I'll give you a couple of minutes to retype it because I don't understand the question. Michelle, why would there be resistance to believing manifesting a SP is easy? That's your core beliefs. You need to figure that out. Get to the core. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself. Only you can answer that. No one else can. Go watch my Alchemizing Possibilities video. Get to the core of the onion. The core is usually I'm not good enough. Or I don't deserve this. Ask yourself why. Why do you feel that way? Keep asking why until you can't answer it anymore. No one can answer that but you on why you have resistance. All right, guys. I guess I meant a usual reason, but you're right. Everything is individual. There is no usual. Everything is individual. The usual is I'm not good enough. The usual is I don't deserve this. And what is I don't deserve this? It means I'm not good enough. Right? That's the core. You want usual? There's your usual. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what it is at the core. But I'm about to get off here. I am starving. I'm going to go get food. I will see you guys next time. I always announce on my posts when I'm going to be live, so just check that out. It'll likely be next Saturday, but we'll see. I always announce it at least a few days before. And if you would like to be anonymous, or you can't catch my lives and you want to watch it in the replay, it's on my Stand store for you to get priority. You can order your question before I go live next. Okay? I will see you guys next time. And I know no matter when you're watching me, day or night, you're about to have the most amazing day or night of your life. Take care.